A vehicle with a petrol or diesel engine burns fuel. Combustion always creates pollutants. The emissions. Legal limits apply to a number of components of the emissions. We will show you how these elements are removed from a diesel engine's exhaust gas step by step. The combustion takes place in the cylinder and drives the piston. Here, the emissions are generated. The nitrogen oxides, the so-called NOx, are part of the emissions. They are already minimized inside the engine. This is exactly what exhaust gas recirculation does by feeding part of the exhaust gas back into the cylinder. This reduces the combustion temperature, giving rise to far fewer NOx. After the exhaust gas has left the combustion chamber, it drives the turbocharger and moves on to the exhaust gas aftertreatment. In this compact unit, the exhaust gas encounters the oxidation catalytic converter. This converts the carbon monoxide and hydrocarbons left over after the combustion process. The products: CO2 and water. In a next step, the exhaust gas reaches the diesel particulate filter, which eliminates the soot. The process described here reliably fulfills the exhaust limits of the former Euro 5 standard in Europe. The limits regulate both the diesel particulates and the nitrogen oxides. However, reducing them both results in a technical conflict, since with the diesel engine, a reduction of the particulates emissions automatically leads to increasing NOx emissions and vice versa. Therefore, to comply with stricter NOx limits such as Tier 2 Bin 5 in North America, exhaust gas recirculation alone is insufficient to limit the NOx. The NOx have to be reduced actively. There are two technologies for this exhaust gas aftertreatment. One of them is the NOx storage catalytic converter, which stores the nitrogen oxides. When it is discharged, it releases CO2 and nitrogen, as it makes up 78% of our natural atmosphere. Especially in larger vehicles, another technology is used, the SCR system. Here, AdBlue, a water-based urea solution, is injected into the exhaust gas. After its conversion, water and again nitrogen are generated in the SCR catalytic converter. These technologies enable for an effective elimination of diesel emissions and ensure the compliance with the requirements on the markets worldwide.